What if I told you that everything you've been taught about reality is only a fraction of the truth? That beneath the surface of your daily life, beneath the routines, the struggles, the doubts, there is an unseen force waiting to be awakened inside you, a force so powerful it can shift your reality, rewire your thoughts, and open doors you didn't even know existed. You're here right now, not by accident, but because something deep inside you knows it's time for change. Every thought you have, every emotion you feel, every decision you make, it's all shaped by invisible patterns. But those patterns aren't set in stone. They can be rewritten. Imagine for a moment that your mind is a quantum field of infinite possibilities, where every version of your future already exists, just waiting for you to tune in to the right frequency. Right now, you might feel stuck. You might be facing challenges that seem impossible to overcome. But the truth is, those challenges are not here to break you. They're here to guide you. They're the signs that you're standing at the edge of transformation. You've been walking through life with a locked door in front of you, and the key has always been within you. This is not just about thinking positive or chasing motivation. This is about understanding the science of your own energy, the quantum mechanics of your thoughts, and how your vibration interacts with the universe itself. When you align your mind, your heart, and your intentions, reality begins to bend in your favor. The opportunities, the people, the breakthroughs, they're already out there. You simply need to align yourself to the frequency that calls them into your life. And it starts here, not tomorrow, not someday when things feel easier. Now, because every second you spend waiting is another second your future is slipping away. The quantum field responds to action, to clarity, to belief. And when you understand this truth not just in your mind, but in your very being, you begin to see the world differently. So I'm asking you, are you ready to step beyond what you think is possible? Are you ready to tune your life to the frequency of abundance, purpose, and transformation? If you are, then your journey has already begun. The moment you decided to press play on this message, you sent a signal to the universe that you are ready for change. And trust me, the universe has been waiting for you to wake up. Think about it, the universe you live in is not silent. It's a vast orchestra, playing a song that most people never hear, because they're too distracted by the noise of their own fears and doubts. But when you learn how to listen, when you train your mind to hear beyond the chaos, you begin to notice patterns. You begin to feel guided, as if invisible hands are moving the right pieces into place. And yet, this isn't magic, it's alignment. Every thought you think sends a signal. Every emotion you feel is like a broadcast into the quantum field. Most people don't realize that their energy is speaking louder than their words ever could. If your energy says, "I am not enough," the universe reflects that back to you in experiences, in rejections and closed doors. But if your energy says, "I am ready, I am worthy, I am capable," doors begin to open without you even knocking. You may have been told that success is about working harder, hustling longer, and pushing through pain. But what if the truth is that real power comes from working smarter, by aligning your internal frequency with what you seek? When your inner world changes, your outer world rearranges to match it. This is why some people seem lucky. They're not lucky, they're aligned. The first step is awareness. Start noticing your patterns. What thoughts run through your mind before you sleep? What emotions dominate your mornings? Your inner dialogue is the script the universe follows to write your life. If you don't like the story, change the script. And here's the part most people miss: you can't fake energy. You can't just say affirmations while secretly drowning in doubt. The universe doesn't respond to what you say. It responds to what you are. That's why inner healing, self-belief, and emotional mastery are the true foundations of transformation. So as you listen to this, I want you to understand you are not behind. You are not late. Everything you have experienced so far was preparation. The failures, the heartbreaks, the quiet moments when you thought you couldn't go on. They were all shaping you into someone capable of handling the life you've been dreaming of. The question is, will you step forward now, or will you keep waiting for a sign? Because here's the truth: you listening to this is the sign. The universe brought you here for a reason, and if you choose to act on it, you'll look back on this moment as the day everything began to shift. You see, most people wait for life to get better before they start living fully. They say, when I have more money, I'll feel secure. When I meet the right person, I'll be happy. When my dream job comes, I'll feel fulfilled. But the universe doesn't work that way. It doesn't reward waiting, it rewards becoming. You don't wait to be happy. You decide to be happy, and that decision shifts your vibration, attracting experiences that match that state. It's like tuning a radio. If you want to hear your favorite station, you can't keep the dial stuck on static and hope the song magically appears. You have to move the dial, adjust yourself to the right frequency. The same is true for your life. If you want love, tune yourself to love. If you want abundance, tune yourself to abundance. But here's the challenge: most people are unknowingly tuned to lack. They focus on what they don't have, complain about what's missing, and replay old wounds in their minds. And the universe, being perfectly neutral, simply reflects it all back. Not because it's cruel, but because it's a mirror. This is why inner work is so important. You must clean the lens you see the world through. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for this. When you begin and end each day counting what's already good in your life, no matter how small, you shift your focus from scarcity to plenty. And where focus goes, energy flows. Another secret is visualization. Not daydreaming, but truly feeling the emotions of already living your dream. Your brain doesn't fully distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. It releases the same chemicals, wiring your mind to accept it as normal. This normal becomes your new baseline, and reality adjusts to match it. But here's something people rarely talk about. Alignment isn't about forcing positivity 24/7. You're human. You'll feel doubt, fear, and frustration. The key is not to get stuck there. Feel it, acknowledge it, but don't build your home in it. Your emotions are guides, not dictators. And finally, trust the timing. Seeds take time to grow. You wouldn't plant a seed and dig it up every day to check if it's sprouting. You water it, give it sunlight, and trust the process. The universe works the same way. Your desires are seeds once planted with intention. They grow unseen until the right moment. So I'll ask you this. Are you ready to plant the seed and trust it will grow, even when you can't see it yet? Because that trust is the bridge between where you are and where you're meant to be. The universe is not random, it's responsive. Every action you take, every thought you think, every word you speak sends out a signal. Think of it like ripples on a still pond. Throw a pebble in, and the ripples spread far beyond the point of impact. The pebble is your thought, your intention, your energy. The ripples are the effects you set in motion, often in ways you can't see yet. But here's the truth. Most people toss their pebbles unconsciously. They complain without realizing it's a signal. They speak fear into their goals without noticing. They underestimate themselves, thinking those little moments of doubt don't matter, but they do. So how do you become deliberate about the signals you send? First, you must observe yourself without judgment. Watch the words you use daily. Are they creating possibility or closing doors? Do you speak more about problems or about solutions? Your language isn't just communication, it's creation. Second, you must match action with intention. You can't just sit in a room, visualize success, and never take a step toward it. The universe responds most to movement. Even small steps send a message. I'm serious about this. When you act, you show faith, not blind faith, but faith backed by motion. Third, you must clear the noise. Distractions, negativity, toxic environments, they all muddy your signal. If you're surrounded by people who see life only through the lens of limitation, you'll find it harder to send out a strong, clear vibration of possibility. Protect your mental space like you would protect your home from intruders. There's also the matter of alignment with your deeper values. You can't manifest something that's out of sync with who you truly are. If you're chasing a goal just because society says it's impressive, but deep down it doesn't excite you, the universe will respond with resistance. That resistance is not punishment, it's guidance. And then there's patience, perhaps the hardest lesson of all. Many give up not because their dream was impossible, but because they couldn't stand the silence in between. But in that silence, unseen forces are arranging opportunities, connections, and events to align perfectly. The question is, will you stay faithful in the silence? Will you keep walking when there's no applause yet? Because the universe has a way of showing up for those who refuse to stop sending their signal. So keep throwing your pebbles with intention. Keep sending the ripples. One day they will come back to you as waves, carrying everything you've been working toward and more. By now, you understand that the universe is not a vending machine. It doesn't just hand you what you want because you asked. It's more like a mirror reflecting back who you are being. That's why your energy, mindset, and daily habits matter even more than the wish itself. If you keep thinking, it's not working, maybe I'm not good enough, that becomes the image the mirror reflects. You start to see situations, people, and opportunities that confirm your doubts. Not because the universe is cruel, but because it always amplifies the frequency you're broadcasting. So if you truly want to step into your full potential, you must become the type of person who already lives there mentally, emotionally, and behaviorally before the evidence shows up. Act from the identity you want, not the one you're trying to leave behind. But here's the twist. Stepping into your potential will require losing parts of yourself, the lazy habits, the self-sabotage, the version of you that prefers comfort over growth. The old you will fight to survive because it's familiar, but you can't cling to the old and expect the new you. It's like trying to plant a garden without clearing the weeds. You may drop all the right seeds, but the weeds will choke them before they can grow. In life, those weeds are your fears, limiting beliefs, and excuses. Clearing them takes work, but it creates the space for your potential to thrive. You must also trust the timing of your journey. The universe often hides the how from you because knowing it might make you cut corners or doubt yourself. The delay is not a denial, it's a refining process. Every challenge you face along the way shapes you into someone who can handle the blessing when it comes. And remember, your potential isn't just about personal gain, it's about impact. The more you grow, the more you can inspire, teach, and lift others. The universe loves to invest in people who give back. When you make your success a bridge for others, your rewards multiply in ways you can't predict. So here's your challenge. For the next 30 days, act like the highest version of yourself. Speak as they would speak. Think as they would think. Take the actions they would take. Don't wait for permission or proof. Create the proof by living it. One day, you'll look back and realize the universe was never withholding from you. It was simply waiting for you to step fully into who you were meant to be. And when you do, doors will open, opportunities will appear, and life will unfold in ways that feel almost magical, because in truth, you'll finally be aligned with the magic that was inside you all along.